power and they should do the right thing. What are the right things? We take only one example. The governor of Kebbi said that somebody ordered troops out and people were kidnapped. Till today, nobody in Nigeria knows what happened and no question has been asked. And we are sitting down here as a parliament and we turn and we talk. Yet, somebody is responsible. If I'm the commander-in-chief, I will call the army commander in that place and the head of the army and say, if you don't get me the head of this person who withdrew the troops to put all these children in jeopardy, then you make an example of him. That is how a country is run. A country is not run on pacification. A country is run on confronting issues. I rest my case.
It's a country, it's a nation. Mr. President, instead of repelling, we should be pursuing this bandit in the hideout whereby they and get them, bring them to order. Mr. President, we have heard so much on this narrative all over this in the 8th, 9th, and in the 10th Senate now. It is time now to act. We have spoken enough. We have said enough. And the nation have been watching us as their representatives. What are we going to do next? Glad in the prayer number 10, he asked for a special committee to review and advise the Senate, but the time given to us is too short. Mr. President, I want let it be 4 weeks for this committee to report back to the Senate what can be better done. Mr. President, I happen to be one of the security committees in the 9th Senate, and I can see the gadget available in most of the senior security heads. They can watch in the offices the comfort of all the police in this country. What is missing then? Why can't we make effort to take this police one by one and come down and get them finished, that the nation can have peace?
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
I'll just save your time. So he went, what happened is that he's actually the former governor of Sokoto State. His name is something Wamatakada or something. Wamaku or something. Anyway, he was telling them that Tinubu should not withdraw their police protection. No. That if Tinubu removed their, private police, like he ordered, he's also going to put them in danger because they would then become vulnerable and the terrorists could take them and their families. So he's now suggesting other things that Tinubu could do, but please don't take our police. As for Abaribe wants the Senate to stop romancing this. It is the responsibility of the government in power to protect everyone, not to look for an excuse. Because right now, the Ronokus especially, they are consoling themselves that at least, yes, they are kidnapping school children. But the good thing is that at least they are rescuing them. Jonathan did not even agree that they kidnap children. So right now, things are better than 2015. I was like, the beru along, the takula. There's a takula, the beru along. But you can't say that to the Ronukus because, it won't count. However, talking about the children that they have been playing with right now, nobody is even talking about the 315 school children that they took from the St. Mary Catholic School in Niger State. Yeah. These ones are the 24 school girls secondary school girls taken from Maga, a comprehensive school also in Maga, that is in Kebbi State. So yesterday when they announced that the girls have been released, they have been rescued, so a lot of people are just like, man, APC and these people are just taking Nigerians for fools, right? How do you rescue people, children kidnapped, and those who kidnapped them were not arrested? How could you call that a rescue? What kind of a rescue is this? What kind of a game are you playing? So while they were celebrating and trying to do the photo ops with the children yesterday, claiming that it was a Batawale's expertise that got the children freed. Well, the terrorists themselves uploaded a video of the children asking them, "Are you okay?" "Yes." Did anybody hurt you?" "No." "Did anybody say any hurtful things to you?" "No." Listen. And it was after that they released them, which means they've confirmed that the ransom had been paid, like they've been paying, and will never disclose. But the terrorists uploaded this yesterday. If they are looking for them, is this not something that they can actually use this geo-tracking or whatever to track them and grab them because of the crime they've committed? No, they gave them money.
To an ba ku kulawa? To insha Allah kun dai ga za a mai ku lafiya akan uwayenku ku koma lafiya. Kuna lafiya ku. Akwai wadda an kawo magana banza daga cikin ku. Duka cikin lami lafiya ko? To insha Allah ga mu dai insha Allah mu din ne na yalo insha Allah za a bashe ku ta kan sulhu a zama lafiya. Ku koma lafiya. Ƙarfi bai anshe ku ba. Jirgi nawa ya taho abu da ku? Ba mu sani ya. Kun san iyaka? To insha Allah kun dai ga gwamnati ta kasa an saka ko? A zalama an ka zo za a amshe ku akan ta magana da manya da komi ko? To insha Allah masha Allah ya salamu.
Nigeria. So let's go back to the National Assembly, this time House of Representatives, where this speaker practically told the listeners that they needed to do more. This is the state governors, the this, the that. Tinubu can't be everywhere. So you shouldn't expect him to be in Ogun, to be here. Nobody said he should be in anywhere, man. Come on, but listen. She's a lawmaker.
Are we going to wait until our children are kidnapped? And I asked myself, the children that were kidnapped are, of course, our children. And we have to see that any Nigerian killed, caused injury, or traumatized is our own because we represent them. The reality we confront today is not a distant episode in our national conversation. It is a deep and bleeding wound in the lives of our children, our families, and our communities. And I term the Papiri and Kamba abductions as a national tragedy. We are facing severe insecurity crises with widespread kidnapping and banditry.
Absolute silence, please.
When people
silence,
go into communities
please.
To kill them, to traumatize them, this is nothing but terror. Let me be clear, these are not mere security failures. They are breaches of the most fundamental duties of the state, which is the security of lives and properties. And like I've always asked when we have security issues, we need our governors to do more. The president cannot be everywhere. He cannot be in Sokoto, he cannot be in Zamfara, he cannot be in Ogun State. He cannot even be in Lagos State, his own state. We need our governors to do more. And this is the right time for us as a house to legislate on the right legal framework on our state policing. As politicians, we say every politics is local. For me, I may not be a security expert, but I know that every security is local. We need a security situation where our security operatives will be communicado, where Nigerians can call any security operative at any hour of the day, and they are sure to get the right response. And of course, an interactive one at that. When we have that, that is when we have the right policing. In normal crimes, you find out that citizens police themselves. When you see something, you say something. I want to say that the brief relief felt by the families of those that escaped is overshadowed by the agony of those still waiting for a knock on the door, for a phone call, for any sign of hope. We have seen the children. Where are the kidnappers? Nigerians are asking. We have seen the children. Where are the kidnappers? We need to know. This crisis demands our urgent attention because children are used as deliberate targets. Schools that are once safe havens have become tragic targets. Heightened vulnerability for our women and children who face kidnapping, violence, exploitation, displacement, and psychological trauma. Mothers and female educators bear emotional and economic burdens, community disruption, and I must say that this trauma lasts a lifetime sometimes. We have to avoid this. Lifelong psychological harm. Children who escape captivity or witness violence often experience long-time trauma, insomnia, anxiety, nightmare, and withdrawal. Are we going to wait until our children are kidnapped?
Anyway, I think that's a Kafila Ogara. That was her. So there to remind all of us that Tinubu, an old man, he can't really be everywhere. Wouldn't you like to have a leader that could be everywhere? Yeah, like you see, this abroad. Yeah, when tragedies strikes and they're just going to be there like fly there because it's your country. And that's why you have to make sure that you do everything enough that this kind of a situation is so controlled that you don't have to be everywhere. Be flying to go and commiserate with people or go and pay condolences visits. Anyway, that's just by the way. Yeah, it's all talk. Again, all of that's just talk. No action. Some of them are even talking more like they have no idea of what they are saying. They're just like social media kind of like audience themselves, making their own talking point. Meanwhile, they are well-paid lawmakers, also have their own staff that could research for them. Do research enough that even when you are presenting in the floor of the chamber, right, you are speaking from the position of knowledge, not just like, anyway, like I said, it's never really going to be the same. So yeah, the girls. So they eventually took the girls to their governor today, since that yesterday, right? It was maybe Patawale. They are still like, reaching them and love that. I don't know. So they took them to their governor today. Before we go to that, I'm going to take you to the upper chamber where Seriake Dixon had his own input in all of this. He's an opposition, mind you. Watch this.
Senator Abaribe also touched on that briefly. Please, this is one of the most trying periods that our country is facing. Even in battle times, in war times, it's not easy to lose a brigadier general. It's not easy to lose a brigadier general. Even in battle times, it's not easy to see this mass of communities being displaced, harassed, taken hostage, and people killed in several parts of our country. Our democracy, right before our eyes, is being rubbished. Our country, right before our eyes, is losing prestige and respect, and is endangered by the day. So this is a very serious motion. And I want to briefly object to the way and manner some of the comments from the other side have been on this very serious issue. This is the Senate of the Federal Republic.
Sorry,
no,
please.
I'm coming. Let me make my views, please.
You learn, but which other side? There is only There's only one
The
side
mover of the motion. I'm coming. Before I say, please. The mover of the motion talked about.
There's one Senator Dixon.
He's taking it and doing to work. No. He's taking it and doing to work. SP. You are protected. You are not protected. Why are you demanding the whole Senate? To discuss this issue of national security. When measures serious issue, and not as if this Senate is an extension of the presidency that we will come here and comment on a situation like this. Please, I respectfully request that that statement. No, you have to withdraw that. You have to withdraw that. No. We are talking about commendation. No. Which all the prayers that are going all of that. We will commend them. No, because they are people's party. We will commend them.
Time is up. Can I guide you? Can I guide you? If you want to conclude your speech, be guided from the chair. The reality is that this affects all of us. So there's nothing like this side or that side. Immediately no. Well, the person watching you outside will think that the Senate is in two divisions. On the issue of insecurity that we are discussing, we are one side. The entire Senate is one. So there's nobody here that will come and say that this side is treating the issue with levity, this side. And if you say we should not commend the president, it simply means you should tell the president to sleep. When a man has canceled his international trips and step back to face the issue, what you are seeing is an attack on Nigeria by our enemies. And it's even as I'm speaking with you now, I understand that yesterday, in the same community or so, that they went there and then abducted a pregnant woman with the 11 others yesterday night. You don't know when it will come to your village. So there's nothing like this side and that side. We are all Nigerians and we are all concerned with what is going on. So I would prefer that we concentrate on solutions. And what we are saying is that we must rise to the occasion. This country cannot bow to despair. Neither can we bow to fear.
Ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún sí lálìkìyàmà ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí. Ẹni òfò ni ẹ ṣòfò láyé ẹ tún sí lálìkìyàmà ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí. Ẹni òfò.
You see, Akpabiole is doing exactly what Tinubu wanted him to be doing. They did not want any situation where the National Assembly will be forced to invite Tinubu to come and answer questions directly from the senators. That is why Akpabiole quickly waded in, turned up his microphone, so that he won't be able to see anything anymore. Because all these things you are watching, all those things you watched, they are just drama, they are just theatrics. So that Nigerians can pretend, they are pretending to Nigerians to make it look like, oh, we are talking about it. Meanwhile, at the end of it, it is to exonerate Tinubu. They are not willing to probe into all this Operation Safe Corridor, the terrorists that are being funded by state governors, terrorists who are getting allocations, sharing from the federal allocations in their different local government areas, all those who are behind this fake peace meeting with terrorists. These are the areas that the Senate, the National Assembly should be probing. And in the process, the President GLC, Tinubu and his gang, they will have questions to answer. But no, to Akpabiole, Tinubu canceled the South Africa trip. He canceled his Angola trip. Do you know what it takes for the president to cancel his trip? That's to tell you that he cares about this whole thing. So the way you are talking like you are supporting our enemies who are attacking our country. We are one here. How can you be one? One as what? one has those who disagree with what is going on, or one has those who agree with the way Tinubu is doing. How can all of you be like, we are one, we all agree with what Tinubu is doing? So Akpabiole is projecting, and that's what they have been doing. Opposition exists in the National Assembly for a reason. But to Akpabiole, even those who are, you can pretend that you are opposition, but you are with us. You know that you are with us. That is how they are running National Assembly. And anything that is probably going to put Tinubu in the spotlight, avoid it. And Nigerians are the losers for it. But somebody has this to say at their own House of Representatives, the junior chamber, the lower chamber.
We were refugees during Nigerian Biafran War. As a child, I know how my parents suffered.